The robots say you can't talk.
This never gets old, does it?
National Research Station. Hugh speaking. What is your business here? What? We haven't sent a distress signal? Nothing on the comms. No other ships in the system since our last supply drop. Look, what are you trying to pull here? Really? The High Energy Research Lab? Alright. I don't know what's going on here, but you should talk with the director. For security, I'm going to have to ask your friend to wait out there. Once inside, stay with me and don't make any sudden moves. I'll get the door. Welcome to Nishina. Step forward. Scan is clear. One moment. Attention all. I am declaring a courtyard. All sections are now on lockdown. Senior staff, protocol Delta. User. There. Be right with you.
Ethan Hughes, Chief of Security. If you'll follow me, I'll show you to the director. We'll take the back way up. Here, you can see our lovely storage area. Don't touch anything. So, Nishina was built all... What the? Easy! Easy! What the hell was that? 1 minute, you're following me, and then you're just gone. Minute later, you pop in out of nowhere looking like you were in the middle of a fight. But there's nothing here. I should have never let you inside. What is this? Some kind of stealth tech? Who are you working for? Look, I don't know what's going on. Let's get you to the director. Maybe she can figure this out. Come on, this way.
Who's there? Oh, thank God. Finally, someone came. The distress signal. You picked up the distress signal, right? It's been so long. I'm out of food. Out of water. But I made it. Wait. How did you get in here? What? What are you talking about? No. No. This doesn't make any sense. Unless... the accident. Maybe this is a side effect of the accident. If the probe is still feeding power to the distortion, then... Right. We were studying a gravitational distortion. 3 months ago, I was calibrating an experiment in our high-energy research lab. There was an accident. An explosion. It caused a gas leak. Sparked a fire. I was trapped in the control room. There was nothing I could do. They're all dead. The lab was built around a xenolith with a dense metallic
Just disappear. We should. Wait. He's back. All right. We're on our way up. Hughes out. I was just filling in the director. Let's keep moving. If anything happens, the director's office is on the second floor, end of the hall. You can't miss it. This way.
Maria.
Director?
Thank you, Ethan. Come in. Kaya Patel, Research Director. And this is our Chief Scientist, Maria Hughes. Ethan said you disappeared right in front of him. Twice now? 3 times?
Director, you can't be taking this seriously. Look, I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, but there has to be a rational explanation for all of this. Excuse me?
That is quite a claim. What makes you think that? Tell us about this other universe. Raphael. Raphael died in the accident. He...
Wait, burned out? The leak? Director, there was a hydrogen leak right after the accident. It was contained in a minute or 2.
But if it hadn't been, it could well have caused an explosion.
Another universe, though. That's a lot to swallow. An artifact?
You mean the source of the distortion? You know something about it?
Really? That's all you're gonna say?
No, fair enough. You have a prior connection with them then. Maybe that's why this is only affecting you. This facility and the research level 2 kilometers beneath us were built to study a gravitational distortion. This artifact and the field it creates. 3 months ago, our chief engineer, Raphael, was calibrating an experimental probe when something went wrong.
We still don't know what happened. There was a series of explosions, and somehow it's still running. What do you think, we haven't tried? The kill switch on the control unit isn't responding. The explosion must have damaged the failsafe. We could shut it off manually, but the entire research level is locked down. We can't even get down there. How? I told you the research level's locked down. We can't even use the damn elevator. What?
Clever. In this other universe, Raphael survived. He made it back from the lab, so clearly his elevator works. Take it, and you might be able to shut down the experiment.
This is crazy.
But first, we have to do something about your shifting.
We can't shut down the probe, but we might be able to adjust some of the other parameters. It's risky. We don't know what we're dealing with, but... All right. It's worth a try.
Then it sounds like we have a plan.
Come with me. The control unit is in the fabrication lab next door. What have we gotten ourselves into?
Oh, it's you. What happened? You disappeared, and the ceiling caved in, and... I thought I'd finally lost it. What? How? Look, if you think things are bad up here, the research level is even worse. I barely made it out, and that was months ago. I don't understand any of this. If I hadn't seen you disappear with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. Okay. You're my ticket out of here. We'll do this your way. We can get out through the pantry. Here's the key. I'll back you up, I guess.
I mean, we're about to say that we want to talk.
Oh, what the? Security breach! Everybody out! Go! Go!
Run for it!
Out of my way!
Excuse me.
I'm running out of heals. We have 3 left. Your voice is dumb. You want to play games.
Look at this. It's going to take hours to clear this out. Assuming the rest of the building doesn't come down on top of us. How should I know? You're the one who keeps winking in and out of existence. I just want to get out of here. Go do whatever you're going to do. I'll see if I can clear a path to the door.
What? Oh, it's you. You realize you just popped into my locked office. So much for security protocols. Sure. Down the hall. Take the stairs next to the atrium. Yeah, let me get the doors for you. And done. Is there anything else you need? Yes, Kataxi. Nasty things. The original survey team ran across them. You're welcome to read the old logs if you want. Here, I'll unlock the terminal for you. The Kataxi in the other universe. Wow. I've got an experimental thing one of the engineers put together. But... this isn't getting... There is nothing to talk about. I don't... Sorry.
I wonder what he gives you. Should we call Lemon? No. I didn't know about trauma packs. I've played this before. Dumb boys is dumb. You want to play games?
What, did you get lost in the hallway? Alright, this is the probe control unit. Most of these controls aren't responding. I'm going to very carefully adjust the settings I can. There's no way to tell what's about to happen. Pay attention and be ready for anything. I'll begin by adjusting the energy feed of the electron beam array. We're at 93 teravolts. Calibrating to 95, 97, 100. Nothing. Let's try the other way. 91, 89. What the? Okay. It looks safe to approach. What in the world? matches the distortion in the lab. The setting is just exposing it somehow. Step into the distortion, please. Nothing. No, hold on. There's a slight pattern change. Some kind of resonance. Right, stay there. Let me turn the feed back up for a moment. Calibrating to 90, 91.
Why does
What
he say they were bored?
Are you alright? So, the lower setting causes the distortions to manifest, and the higher causes you to shift. That seems promising. Keep it on the lower setting until you want to shift, and you should be able to avoid any more accidents. I'd give you my control unit, but it looks like you already have one from the other universe. Love to take a look at that when this is all over. Right? If you can get down to the research level, you need to make your way to the high energy research lab. Disengage the power interlocks, then pull the emergency shutdown to stop the probe. That should finally put an end to all this. Oh, and before you go, the director wanted to speak with you. It really is just down the hall.
Well then, all set? If you need supplies, I've asked Dr. Barakova to take care of you. It's the least I can do after everything we've put you through. Before you go, there is one other thing we should discuss. If this experiment is the cause of your shifting, when you shut it down, the shifting will stop. What happens then? To you and to us. Nishina is a closed system, two potential states held in tension. When you shut down the experiment, that tension will resolve. You are the outside observer in the system. Whichever reality you are in at that moment is what will become real. For you and your universe, at least. The question is, which will you choose? If this were a choice between my life and Raphael's, I would ask you to save him. But as the director of the station, I am responsible for the lives of my staff. 30 people. People with families, careers, futures ahead of them. In this universe. It's not an easy decision, but I am grateful. Thank you. Now, it's time you are going. With the network offline, we can't shut down the security system on the research level, so you can expect some resistance. Be careful. Ethan, unlock the elevator lobby, please.
Ma'am, research level is still locked down.
I'm aware of that.
Alright. Done.
Good luck, dear. It's been a fascinating day.
Yes.
Can't talk to her.
Tatiana Barakova, station's doctor. This is not a public medical facility, but the director has ordered me to assist you nonetheless. I can spare a few med packs. Beyond that, I am not your therapist, your psychologist, or your cosmetologist. If there's anything else you need, ask. Let me see what I can find.
Don't touch the image. Rick? Hello?
A security lockdown is active. security lockdown is active.
Voices and voice. go in a circle? Last thing took me in a circle. Where am I now? We don't know. I didn't see that distortion. Your voice is dumb.
Controls are available on designated security terminals.
The dumb voice wants to say that we're all bored. What do you want to do? You have to be mute. You have to be a mute streamer. You have to be a mute streamer.
Controls are available on designated security terminals.
open fire.
Why is it that we don't want to play games? We want to stream.
Security incident resolved. The security lockdown has been terminated.
Ah, there you are. Welcome back. Ethan, how are we doing?
Research levels back online. Definitely some damage, but it could be a lot worse. We will have to replace a few robots.
Yes, well, that's a small price to pay, all things considered.
This is a lot to take in. Artifacts, multiple universes.
Look on the bright side, dear. Just imagine the papers you'll publish.
If anyone even believes this.
I am curious, though. Why did you decide to stay here, with us? Maybe so. Still, it must have been a hard decision. Our next supply ship will be arriving soon. I'll have a full report ready for them. For now, I'd like to extend our gratitude and what compensation I can offer for everything we've put you through. Thank you. This has been a truly remarkable experience.
Boy said he wanted to say we were running out of ammo. Boy says we don't know what to play. Robots is shitty post. Two robots do. LL says we don't want to stream Dark Souls anymore. We don't care about streaming with you because you don't talk. Get out of the streams and don't do anything.
This is amazing. The Unity, the multiverse, this is everything and more, literally. No kidding. Think of the dissertations. Boundless topics, no bounds. Except the books, they're bound. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, petty, weird, and also deeply fascinating at the same time. Because they are just people. We never rule that out, but it feels so good to know we weren't fighting against robot alien ghost gods or something. True. We need to approach this critically and carefully. We can't just jump in. Or, I mean, we could, I guess. But it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose yourself or become a two-headed space shark. There are too many variables. What? No. I just have to go back and forth about it for a while first, and then I'll be completely fine. Just part of my process. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now? I'm with you. I'm not gonna hold you back. But if you know, become evil or whatever, I'm also not gonna have your back. Anytime. The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time. It's not on the scale of entering the Unity, but it is tangentially related. Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you. Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit. I know now isn't the best time. I need to talk with you. I have something. Hello, shit. This needs more decoration, don't you think?
The voices don't want to play. voice says it's calling you quiet. The voice said that we are quiet because we're dumb voice people. We're dumb voice people.
Star Collector space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Hello. This is Mrs. Whitmore's 6th grade class. We are... The voice bots say that we don't want to talk. You think talking is not good?
have no healing. You have no healing. Go away from here. Go leave the planet. Voices, go heal. You don't have any healing, you're dumb. We don't care about you. You're about to say you want to go to Neon. Where's Neon? We don't know where Neon is, you're dumb. We want to say that we are all bored and dumb. The voices, they all want to say that they're bored and dumb. We're all bored and dumb and we want to play Dark Souls.
Be advised, you are entering United Colony space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Be advised, you have been identified as a known criminal. Respond immediately or I've got special orders. You're coming with me. Stand down and prepare for immediate transport to our vessel. I've been authorized to inform you that you are being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge any additional information. Smart decision. Stand by to be boarded and transferred.
The voice says that we don't want to play games. We want to stream.
I'm telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble?
I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk.
What did I do?
Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back.
Why are you a criminal? You don't know? No.
You just sit tight. The commander wants to have a little chat.
Was it still the artifact from the guy? From the collector? You didn't steal the artifact from the collector! Why am I a criminal? Your dumb voice doesn't
I
know.
hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Not this time. So, let me see what we're working with here. Says here that you spent several years as a soldier. That means you understand how to respect the chain of command. Good. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. Good. You'll find that I'm a stickler for details, and I'd hate to discover that your file is incomplete. Now that we have that out of the way, let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDef. Are you familiar with what we do? United Colonies System Defense. Does that help you figure out exactly what it is we do? Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out a bit, broaden our horizons. UC SysDef is a division of the UC Navy. While they handle the big picture stuff, we deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UCC Steph, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine. Of course you have a choice. It's just stacked in my favor. So, what do you say? You going to work with me? Or should I find someone else? Smart choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
All right, let's go. So, you took the op instead of serving the time.
Are you gonna
Gotta
die?
be the commander's new mole, huh?
I need a med pack.
Trading a bunch of pirates. You've got a lot of guts.
Howdy.
Still, it makes you wonder, especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship, and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it. Since the commander handpicked you, I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Hey,
All right. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Yes? What? Yes?
Ah, there you are. Excellent.
Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach. We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Good. I have just the right place for you to start. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. You'd better hope so. Saoirse won't be easy to dupe. Once you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. Eager to get going? Good. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control. That's what I wanted to hear. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. Dismissed.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Well, you better. Commander Akande's entire operation is resting on your shoulders. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig.
About to say that we're dumb. I mean, we're about to say that we're dumb.
You're damn right I do. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera was nothing compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. Yes, of course. I'm sorry if I brought up any painful memories. Oh, one last thing. A bit of good news, actually. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts. It's not generous, it's motivational. Commander Akande's idea. All right, we've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've cleared your ship for launch. Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden, and with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. We'll be here if you need us.
Excuse me.
Howdy.
Your voices say that don't play games anymore. Stream Dark Souls. LS says, what do you want to stream tomorrow? It's New Year's Eve tomorrow. Stream Dark Souls tomorrow. Your voice says stream a New Year game. Memobots say that why are you a streamer? They're calling you streamer. The voice said they don't play games to the memers.
have something for you.
Something to report?
Hey, so I thought you might like this. I hope you do. I had almost forgotten I picked it up for you. Anyway, I figured you might have a use for it. I almost didn't pick it up, but then I thought you might have a good use for it. Whew, glad I did. If I see anything on our next expedition to a planet, then I'll hang on to it for you.
Just look at it. It took years.
But we were about to say that we're all bored and dumb.
As you can see, traffic is...
Easy for you to say, top of the class.
Apply today at the nearest kiosk.
We want to play games. How do I get to Neon? The voice says that we don't want to play Dark Souls. We want to stream games in variety. Do you live by yourself? I live with my family, my brother and sister. You rent an apartment? You rent an apartment with your brother and sister? Your voice is dumb. What do you want to do with the Dark Souls? Play a playthrough? Do a playthrough on Dark Souls? You're dumb. Start with Dark Souls 3. We were about to say that we don't want to play Dark Souls because we're dumb.
People are motivated by all sorts of things, even things that aren't necessarily good for them. Otherwise, nobody would be on Neon.
We were about to say that we're boring and we're boring.
The Astro Lounge. Not really my cup of tea, as it were, but I'll follow your lead.
That obvious? Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Tell me what. That's very wise. Since you're clearly. I can assure you. You see, I'm a bit. We've argued about it on. Then you understand what I'm up at. At this point, I pay them for the supply. Now.
The voice said they don't play games.
Hell, that's what they want.
Well, if it worked for you.
I trust you'll put this to good use.
Getting this way when I can't get a fix.
If you need help, remember Reliant.
I'll just rest until the doc's ready to talk to me.
Starfield gamer. They're like playing good and like complete the game and stuff. It's good. Play the game and complete the game is really good. We don't care about Starfield gamer. We're bored, dumb people. The ultimate gamer that completes all the games he plays. Your voice says you know. Just shut up, you know. I can't complete every game though. Oh man. Voice says you don't know how to complete the games. You're dumb. Voice says shut up and you're bored. What do you want to play? Said the voice. You don't want to play anything. We're boring and dumb. The voice says we don't want to play.
You're looking a bit worse for wear. Can I help? You're looking well.
The voice says don't play games.
Of course. Stay away from Aurora.
Why do you want to play? Why do you want to play? We're trying to eat food and not to play. Why do you want to play games? It's nice to play. You want to complete all the games you play. Yeah. Complete all the games that you're dumb. Your voice says don't play any games and we're boring and dumb. Complete all the games you play and then you played it. Yeah. Voice says that don't play games and don't play games. Leave it alone. You want to play games. The meme bots say that we don't want to talk.
Hello.
We talk
You're
bad.
feeling well today. What can Reliant Medical do for you? I'm sure I have some. Try not to get hurt out there.
Meme bots say that we want to play games. We talk like this. The voice bot says that nobody knows how to talk. We're crazy and we don't know. Hello bot says that nobody cares. Leave us alone. voice says don't play games and be boring. Because you're boring. The memers say that we want to play Dark Souls because we're boring, dumb voice people that like Dark Souls.
Catherine Luzion keeps
The
demanding
voice says
we
they
look into
don't
her
want to play
husband's
Dark
murder.
Souls with memer bots.
Yeah, right.
Because you're bad.
This better not be a waste of my time. You got the money. All right, buzz off. Busy.
The memer bots say that don't play Dark Souls and we're boring and dumb. Starfield is a game. Why are you Starfield gamer? Gamer that completes games. Completes them, by the way. Gamer that completes games, you're dumb. Who cares about gamer? We don't want to gamer complete games. We want to stream Dark Souls or Oblivion. Memerbot says that why are we want to complete games? Because it's streaming. Yes, playthroughs and stuff and complete games. Complete the game you play. Beat the game while you play it. Memerbots say that nobody cares about completing the game. It takes too long and it's hard. What do you want to play? You want to play Dark Souls or Oblivion? Memerbots say that Ella wants to say that you're dumb, fake copying someone and you're dumb. Who is it? I saw Moist Criticals thing. You complete the games and you're dumb. You're not copying anyone, you're just dumb voice
Some
people
kind of
that you're
checkpoint
dumb.
ahead. See that huge shield?
Your
It's
dumb
part of the
voice
power
makes you
system.
dumb and you're dumb.
Lightning provides a substantial amount of Neon's energy.
Memerbots want to say that you're dumb. The streamers say that stop playing 3 hours and play longer. We want to play. The memer bots say that we are memer bots.
Hey,
What do you want to play longer? Just play 3 hours. That's your starter. The voice says that don't play games, and who said that? Memerbots said that. Who said that? Your starter is 3 hours. And your voice. I don't know what to do. I'm a voice. Your voice says I don't know what to do. To talk to us. Voice says that make him healthy and stuff, and make him good, and make my stuff good too. We don't want to be schizo. Memerbots say that. Why are you dumb? Why are you playing with Memerbots anyway? You want to play? They just appear here and I don't control who's here. You're playing with them because they don't disappear and leave. They just appear. They're the people that are there. Voice says that nobody cares and shut up. How'd you meet the memers? I was on my Xbox and there's a memes club and I just joined clubs and we went on social media Xbox network. Then I joined a memes club and then they were there. Who cares and you're dumb? Memerbots say that we don't want to play games and we're not Memerbots. We're our own people. The streamers want to know how you buy food. I have EBT and my brother and sister buy food. You're dumb. But how do you buy food? I go to the store and buy it. The Memerbots say that this game is laggy and broken.
That was a weird noise.
The voice says why are playthroughs nice? Because they are. No, they're not.
Oh, bad choice.
They're not nice. What are playthroughs? They're The playthrough, like, you play through the game.
And done. You're okay, right?
The game, make you play through it. The gameplay, you're just playing only. Playthrough, you go through the game and play it. You're down. The voice says that go play Dark Souls. Why don't you play Dark Souls only? It's nice. I got into Dark Souls 3 a while. It's kind of fun. I have all DLCs on all the games, and all Dark Souls games. Your voice is dumb. Why don't you play Dark Souls more? I gotta get to it. I've been playing variety of games. I was looking for a good game to play. Rumors say that good games are what? You can like play a game and tell if it's good or not. Go play more Dark Souls instead.
May as well, right?
The voice says go play Dark Souls. What do you want to play? You want to play Dark Souls or Oblivion? The voices don't play Dark Souls or Oblivion. Play Dark Souls. If you want to play Dark Souls.
A cave, huh? Maybe they used it to shield biologicals from radiation or safe storage.
Voices don't play Dark Souls.
Worth investigating either way.
What do you want to play? You want to play Dark Souls or Oblivion?
Ecliptic's been here, clearly. Wonder what their plans are.
Ella says that we don't want to play games with the memer bot. We want to turn him off. How do we? The voice says that I copied the world, and I think that the world was the memer bot. Turn him off. You don't want him there. I'm just alive in here, and I'm a bot. I know how to play, and I'm a bot. voices say that we're all bored and dumb. All we do is be more. Do you want to stream more? The voice says complete games are fake. Because you're fake. The voices say that we don't want to play games. We want to stream Dark Souls or Oblivion. What does everybody want to do with 3 hours? Go away from me. What are you doing with 3 hours? Is like the starter hours for the start of streaming. Like your how long you wait? How long and how many days you stream? Recommendations online. Online search. You're dumb. Your voice wants to say that the memers don't want to play games. We're bored. Memer bots say that we're all bored and we don't know how to play, and we just talk all the time about that.
What if...
Memer bots say that don't play games.
we leave a few things here and make a second trip? It's already 3 hours. Go end. Yeah. We don't want to end. We want to stream. The voices go end because it's 3 hours.
Why says they don't play games anymore and play games? We're gonna play games and we're bored.